Hello viewers, welcome to Science TV. I am your host Ben WERANGAI and sign language interpreter voicing is Gideon Minor. Let us focus on what's taking center stage on the world of news. The nationwide NYS recruitment exercise commenced today. The government seeks to enlist 15,000 recruits, persons with disability included, into the service in the 5-day exercise. In a notice to the public, NYS encouraged individuals with disabilities to participate, emphasizing their valuable contribution to the service. The Public Service Cabinet Secretary, Moses Kuria, issued a schedule Friday outlining the proposed distribution of the recruits per ward.
Every recruitment starting from this year to the Kenya Defence Forces will be drawn from the men and women whom we are just about to go and recruit. I repeat, 80% of the Kenya Defence Forces will be drawn from the National Youth Service. 80% of the National Police Service, all its formation, DSU, AP, all of them, will be coming from the National Youth Service. Population is a very youthful population, and we cannot joke with this issue. It is a blessing and an opportunity, because if you look at the global north, they have exactly the different opposite problem, where they have an aging population and they need a lot of people to work. The unlikely events that you slip through the dragnet of our watchful agencies, Mungu anakungojea.
On to our next news item. The National Assembly's Housing Committee, led by Johanna Ngeno, has concluded public hearings on the government's affordable housing projects in all 43 Kenyan counties. The committee will now draft a report based on public feedback, expected to be presented to Parliament soon. During public consultation, led by the Joint Committee on Finance and National Planning and the Committee on Housing, advocates for persons with disability backed up the project during the committee urging the committee to consider reviewing some of the financial requirements associated with the fund to ensure great accessibility for persons with disability.
For the houses, does the government really have the capacity to utilize that kind of amount of money in a year? You know, those are the issues which to me are in my mind, and which I think as a government needs to look into. Can this private sector have access to these funds and develop houses for sale? The issues of sanitation, I think that's very important, but I thought you go further and talk about the issues of security, health facilities, because you bring people together somewhere. If you bring like 500, 1,000 households, you can just imagine how many children are going to be living together in that place. So the issues of expansions of the health facilities, the schools, and that kind of thing. The issues of discrimination. If you look at section 4(2)(b), they are bringing in the non-salaried people. But if you go further to section 6, the minister or the CS in charge of treasury has the discretion to exempt some people.
On to our next news item. All Orange Democratic Movement ODM party leader Raila Odinga has trashed the High Court's ruling that ordered the Reconstitution of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission (IEBC) to continue without the recommendation of the NADCO report, which is before Parliament. Odinga on Sunday termed Justice Mugure Thande ruling as nonsense. The court ordered that the Nelson Makanda-led selection panel should start the recruitment of commissioners to the electoral body immediately.
Nimesikia juzi mahakama moja anasema ati ile kamati ya mbele huko ya kuteua wale wanachama wa IEBC aendelee kufanya kazi yake. Nasema hiyo ni upuzi. Ni upuzi. Ile kamati haiwezi kufanya kazi, manake ilikuwa tayari imevunjwa na bunge. Sasa hii report aanze mambo ya IEBC. Walikubaliana ya kwamba mambo ya kuunda upya ya tume ya uchaguzi mpaka tushirikishwe, mpaka tukubaliane na majina yote.
On to other news item. A court in Mombasa has summoned former Mandera South MP Adan Haji Ali Sheikh to answer corruption charges related to his time as tourism minister in Kwale County. He is accused of using over 51 million Kenya shillings during his time between 2013 and 2017. Sheikh allegedly used his own hotel, Lotfa Resort Diani Limited, managed by his wife and son, to provide services to the county government at inflated prices. On to other news item. The next phase of treatment for Embakasi gas fire victim began today. Detectives from the Nairobi County Police Headquarters are pursuing 7 suspects in connection to the incident, which has left 6 people dead and more than 200 others hospitalized. The suspects include Derek Kimathi, the proprietor of the illegal gas filling plant, Steve Kioko, Kimathi's partner, the driver of the truck that is suspected to have caused the explosion, whom they are yet to confirm whether he escaped or was among the casualties, and 4 NEMA officials who were suspended for allegedly issuing a license illegally to Kimathi's company.
Our client had not been operating a gas filling operation in that premises. The premises for the last few years has been operating as a garage, and till Thursday was still operating as a garage. The motor vehicle that caused this incident was trespassing into his property without his knowledge and consent.
Most time wanga na operate usiku Ndio gasi mingi wanga wanaleta kutoa, walikuwa wanajaza kwa cylinder, lakini mingi zilikuwa trailer kuleta kutoa.
On to other news. The government recently launched a campaign to vaccinate school girls between the age of 9 and 14 against the human papillomavirus HPV, the leading cause of cervical cancer. This initiative aligns with the World Health Organization global strategy to eliminate cervical cancer by 2050. According to the Ministry of Health, 42,000 cases of cancer are reported annually, with 27,000 people succumbing to the disease yearly. Speaking in Kirinyaga County during a free cancer screening medical camp, Public Health PS Mary Mudhoni called on Kenyans below 40 years to get checked for early detection.
Tumekuwa tukipata matibabu Kerugoya General Hospital na tumekuwa tukipata dawa zingine za bure, lakini tungehimiza serikali yetu iongeze dawa zingine tupate, kwa sababu zingine hazipatikani.
Statistics from the Cancer Center show breast and cervical cancers are the most prevalent among women, while prostate cancer and cancer of the esophagus are the most common among men in the county. The cancer screening services offered at the center have helped in early diagnosis of many types of cancer, and besides diagnosis, we have chemotherapy and thermal ablation machines which we use for treatment.
Cancer ni ugonjwa inapata watu wengi sana, na kwa mwaka cancer new cases tunapata ni 42,000 in the country, and that is a very big number. Na aswa tunapoteza wale wanakufa ni kama 27,000 people in the country. Kwa hivyo ndio maana tumekuja mpaka mashinani kuona ya kwamba watu wamejitokeza ndio wakuwe screened.